So it is day one of the pitch renovations here at SJP. So we're here with Chaz to find out a little bit about what's going on. Chaz, it was a bit wet this morning, which I think delayed the start of your work. There's a big gouge down the touchline here and the tracks on the pitch. So what does that involve? What does that mean?
Okay, so last night was deluges. Absolutely ridiculous amount of rain. So we weren't able to start in here as we hoped to first thing, and we've only just started a couple hours ago. And we're doing a standard reno in here, which is basically kill it off, shave it off, sand it, seed it, fertilise it, punch holes in it. But we're adding an extra drain down the touchline here because this is the area that floods when we get heavy rain. So it's just about trying to make sure we get every game on that's humanly possible. And this also is the side which does get a bit soggy. So we just put an extra drain in as part of it, which is a great idea in theory, but it's actually quite hard work because it's a lot of hand work. You see the guys in the background shoveling and pressing in, but you know it'll be great when it's done. And again, it's all about keeping the surface as to play the best it can in all conditions, and making improvements, even though they're little, making little improvements every year, and trying to make the standard better and keep things going in the right direction.
Where the guys are now, really, that's the area I think we saw, particularly season just gone when the rain came. It was down in that corner where it really started to flood.
Yeah, to be fair, it was a few hours ago. It was completely flooded. We would have been stood in 2 inches of water here, so it was great proof as to why we're doing this, and it's also testament to the pitch as it stands that we're able to work on it now, because at 6:30, 7:15 this morning, we were stood. This whole Astro was completely covered in water. So, it's good, but it can be better.
So when this channel, we call it a channel, when channels
drain.
This drain. When this drain's done, is that when? It's got a name, but I know they came in last year and they shaved the top off the pitch.
Yeah.
Is that when that
phrase
happens?
mo, but the machines are Coro.
So
basically we'll get this done, then the big machines will be in, and then we leave them to it. We're helping them out with this because it's a lot of manual work, and it's easier with numbers. So once this bit's done, then we'll hand it back over to them. The sand's in the car park. All the debris will be going in the car park. That'll start be moving tomorrow, and it's all good. Bit mind frying at the moment, so rather than bacon frying.
And there won't be a patch of meadow grass in sight.
There won't be any meadow grass, no. Not until the end of the season, when we'll be ripping it up again at the end of 2025.
I'm just milking the fact that I actually learned something.
I know you did. I know. Well done. A star.
There's been lots going on at the training ground as well.
Yeah, really disappointed there, because yesterday when the guys left it, they'd overseed it. It looked absolutely superb, and that rain and the river broke its banks, and so I dread to even go back there at the moment. So, but I've got to drop in there tomorrow, and we've got to do a bit of work, and then we're going to seed it again, because a lot of the seed washed out with the rain. But that's working with nature. You can't beat nature. You've got to work with it, and it'll chuck you a curveball every now and then. You just got to get on with it.
How are you balancing the time then, splitting it between here and the training grounds?
Badly. Nothing I can do back there at the moment because it's too wet. But tomorrow, hopefully, they'll crack on in here, and we'll get back there and prep that ready for them to pop back and just overseed it again. And then we'll be back in here spiking. We've got our spiker in, our big verti-drain that you saw the other day. So yeah, it's just a bit hectic for me, really. I like it calm and smooth and planned, but you have to roll with the punches a bit, especially with the weather. You just got to get on and make sure it happens. It was great when I was in my 20s and 30s, but now I'm a bit closer to 60. It's a bit tougher on the old bones.
Well, if you need a hand, you know where I am. I've got form now, so happy to help out in any way I can.
Okay. Is it? Don't call me, I'll call you.
Something like that. No, maybe that's
fair enough. Thanks for the offer. We always love a cup of tea.
Why don't I make the cakes?
Yeah, make the cake.
I'll make the cake.
Cakes tomorrow.
Okay.
All
the best. I don't know about tomorrow, but maybe for next week.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay.
All right.